Every gardener, whether you're growing in pots on a balcony or on a sprawling allotment, is chasing the same thing. We are all searching for that perfect soil. You know the kind I'm talking about. It's dark, it's crumbly, and it smells earthy and alive. This incredible stuff is called humus. It's not just dirt, it's the lifeblood of a healthy garden. Humus acts like a sponge, holding on to water so your plants don't get thirsty during a dry spell. It is also packed with all the essential nutrients that your tomatoes, lettuces, and flowers need to thrive and grow strong. Think of it as the ultimate slow-release fertilizer, made by nature itself. Building this amazing humus traditionally takes a lot of time and effort. You might have a compost bin tucked away in a corner of your garden, where you diligently layer your kitchen scraps and garden waste. It's a fantastic practice, but it requires turning, waiting, and sometimes dealing with pests or unpleasant smells. For many of us, it can take months or even a full year to get a usable batch of finished compost. This slow process can feel like a bottleneck when you're eager to get a new garden bed started or improve the soil you already have. We all want faster results, right? We want that rich, dark soil now, not next season. What if I told you there's a shortcut? A method that's been around for ages but often gets forgotten in our rush for complicated solutions. It's a way to build that beautiful humus-rich soil directly where you need it, and it's faster and cleaner than you might imagine. This technique uses one of the most common materials we all have lying around, the humble cardboard box. It's a game changer for creating new garden beds from scratch, even on top of weedy patches or poor compacted ground. Forget the back-breaking work of digging and tilling. We're going to build soil from the top down. This method, often called sheet mulching or lasagna gardening, is all about layering organic materials to create a perfect environment for decomposition. It mimics the way soil is built naturally in a forest, where leaves and fallen branches slowly break down on the forest floor. We're just speeding up that process in our own back garden. It's an incredibly efficient way to turn waste materials into a valuable resource. So grab those delivery boxes you've been saving, because we're about to turn them into the foundation for the most productive garden you've ever had. Let's get into it and build some soil. So, what makes cardboard so special for building soil? Many people think of it purely as a weed barrier, and it is fantastic for that. Lay it down and it smothers existing weeds and grass by blocking out sunlight. But its real magic goes much deeper. Cardboard is essentially processed wood pulp, which means it's made of cellulose. In the world of composting, cellulose is a brilliant source of carbon. Gardeners often talk about balancing greens and browns in their compost pile. Your kitchen scraps and grass clippings are the greens, high in nitrogen, while cardboard is a perfect brown, high in carbon. This carbon is food for the incredible universe of microorganisms living in your soil. When you lay cardboard on the ground and get it wet, you're ringing the dinner bell for earthworms, fungi, bacteria, and countless other tiny creatures. They are the true soil builders. As they feast on the cellulose in the cardboard, they break it down, transforming it into the stable, long-lasting carbon that forms humus. Worms in particular absolutely love cardboard. They will travel up from the soil below to munch on it, pulling it down into their burrows and mixing it with the soil, aerating it as they go. The key to unlocking this potential is moisture and balance. A dry piece of cardboard will just sit there for ages doing nothing. But the moment you soak it with water, the decomposition process kicks into high gear. It becomes soft and inviting for all that soil life. However, cardboard on its own is not enough. It provides the carbon, but the soil microbes also need nitrogen to fuel their work. That's where the greens come in. By layering nitrogen-rich materials like fresh grass clippings, kitchen scraps, or coffee grounds on top of the wet cardboard, you create a perfectly balanced meal for your soil workforce. This combination of carbon and nitrogen, held together with moisture, creates a composting system right in place. You're not just smothering weeds, you're actively building a new layer of topsoil. The cardboard provides the structure and the bulk of the carbon, the green materials provide the energetic nitrogen, and the moisture makes it all happen. It's a simple but powerful recipe. Forget seeing cardboard as rubbish to be recycled. Start seeing it as the foundation for your future garden beds. A true secret weapon for fast and easy soil improvement. Ready to build your own instant garden bed? Let's walk through the process step by step. It's so simple, you can do it this afternoon. First, prepare your ground. You can start this on top of an existing lawn, a weedy patch, or even poor compacted soil. If the grass or weeds are very tall, just mow or trim them down as low as you can. Leave the clippings right where they fall. They will become the first layer of your new bed. Then, give the entire area a really good soaking with a hose. You want the ground underneath to be thoroughly damp to attract the earthworms and kickstart the whole process. Next comes the star of the show, the cardboard. Remove all plastic tape and labels from your boxes. Flatten them and lay them directly on top of the damp ground. Overlap the edges by at least 6 inches, or about 15 centimeters, to ensure no stubborn weeds can find a gap to sneak through toward the light. This overlapping layer is crucial for effective weed suppression. Once all your cardboard is in place, it's time to get it wet. And I mean really wet. Soak it completely until it's dark brown and floppy. This moisture is essential for encouraging decomposition and making it easy for worms to move through. Now for the green layer. This is your nitrogen source, the fuel for the microbial party. Pile on a generous layer of nitrogen-rich materials right on top of the soaked cardboard. This could be anything from fresh grass clippings from your lawnmower bag to vegetable scraps from your kitchen, used coffee grounds from your morning brew, or even some chicken manure if you have it. Aim for a layer that's a few inches thick. This green layer will heat up slightly as it decomposes, accelerating the breakdown of the cardboard underneath it. It provides the perfect balance to the carbon-rich cardboard. Finally, we top it all off with a thick layer of mulch. This is your final brown layer. It can be anything from wood chips, shredded leaves, straw, or even a layer of finished compost if you have some. This top layer does 2 important things. Firstly, it locks in all that precious moisture, keeping your cardboard and green layers from drying out. Secondly, it makes the whole bed look neat and tidy. Spread this mulch layer about 4 to 6 inches deep. Once everything is in place, give the entire bed one last deep watering to settle all the layers together. And that's it! You've just built a self-composting garden bed. One of the biggest questions I get about using cardboard in the garden, especially from gardeners in warmer climates like Australia or the southern United States, is about termites. It's a valid concern. Termites eat cellulose, and cardboard is made of cellulose. So does using cardboard in your garden automatically invite a termite infestation? The short answer is no, not if you do it correctly. The key thing to remember is that termites, particularly the subterranean types that cause the most problems, prefer dry wood and cardboard. They are not fans of consistently damp, decomposing material. The most effective way to prevent termites from seeing your new garden bed as a 5-star hotel is to keep it moist. The method we just discussed, soaking the ground, soaking the cardboard and adding wet green materials, creates a very damp environment. By topping it all with a thick layer of mulch and watering it regularly, you ensure the cardboard never dries out. It will stay soggy and be actively broken down by fungi and bacteria. This soggy, decomposing environment is highly unattractive to termites. They are looking for a dry, stable food source, not a wet, fungal mess. So, moisture is your #1 defense. If you live in a particularly high-risk termite area and are still worried, there are a few extra precautions you can take. One simple trick is to keep your sheet mulch bed away from the foundations of your house. Leave a clear inspection gap of at least a foot, about 30 centimeters, between the edge of the mulch bed and your home. This ensures you're not creating a bridge for termites to travel from the garden into your house. It's a simple but smart bit of preventative landscaping that gives you peace of mind. For even more protection, you can add materials to your layers that naturally deter termites. A light dusting of wood ash on top of the cardboard layer can be effective, as it is an irritant to many insects. Some gardeners in tropical regions swear by adding neem leaves or neem cake into the green layer. Neem is a well-known natural insecticide and repellent. These are optional steps, and for most people, simply keeping the cardboard layer consistently moist is more than enough to ensure your sheet mulching project remains a termite-free zone. It's all about creating the right conditions for decomposition, not for pests. So, you've built your lasagna garden bed. What happens next, and how is this faster than a traditional compost pile? In a typical compost bin, decomposition happens from the inside out, and it requires turning to aerate it. With sheet mulching, you've laid everything out in perfect thin layers. Decomposition happens everywhere at once. The earthworms and microbes from the soil below move up, while the fungi and bacteria in the top layers work their way down. This creates a much larger surface area for decomposition, which dramatically speeds up the process. Within a few months, that cardboard and green layer will have transformed into a rich, dark, humus-filled topsoil. The finished product is incredible. If you were to gently pull back the top mulch layer after about 3 to 6 months, you wouldn't find cardboard. Instead, you would find a layer of beautiful, dark, earthy-smelling soil teeming with worms. This in-place compost is structurally superior to what often comes out of a bin. It's already integrated with the soil below, creating a seamless transition for plant roots. It's full of air pockets created by worms and has a perfect crumbly texture. And this is the black gold that plants absolutely adore, and you created it with minimal effort. There are a few ways you can use this new humus. If you're patient, you can wait a full season, and the entire bed will be ready for planting. But who has that kind of patience? The beauty of this method is that you can plant into it almost immediately. Simply part the top mulch layer, cut an X through the decomposing cardboard layer with a trowel, and add a scoop of good quality potting mix or compost into the hole. Then, you can plant your seedling or young plant directly into that pocket. Its roots will have a perfect start and will grow down into the decomposing layers as the season progresses. I encourage every gardener to give this a try. It's a fantastic way to start a new garden bed on a budget, improve poor soil, and recycle your cardboard boxes all at the same time. You're working with nature, not against it, to build a thriving garden ecosystem from the ground up. You'll be amazed at how quickly you can create productive, healthy soil. Your plants will be stronger, more resilient to drought and disease, and you'll have done it all using simple natural materials. So go on, start layering, and watch your garden transform.